Is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Leaves it with the back.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. And I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Back to pass on second down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently...
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
To the air on first down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the...
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back.
On second down. Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, Georgia!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Using his legs, it's Peoples. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays. And that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. Be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
This time he's got his man. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's got him. And they get him down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hard running there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter in the field. They just didn't have it there.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The
trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's got an open man. There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, a really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking deep. Complete to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And now on second down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Georgia going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Running behind that left side. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dawgs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Miami. We'll circle back if any...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Special teams proving to be in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he makes the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Smith dropping to pass. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right on target this time. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a defender, you always want the interception. You want the big play. But I love it when guys go, and you can tell they're trying to bat the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play. But they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for some run. but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Smith dropping to pass. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Berry. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football to all right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Look, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and fires complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's St. Clair. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Smith wants to throw. Puts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 20. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The option look. Now the pitch. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's St. Clair. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the comeback is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
With the catch, it's Taylor. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Making side adjustments here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense scoops it up, and he's heading the other way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Dawgs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From that left side, he's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, down in the 4th fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has.
There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Extending the play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Timeout, Georgia.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Smith dropping to pass. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
This time it's complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're good.
Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Dogs will have it first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They will get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Ran right through the defender, and now he still continues to fight for yards. Found a seam on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I love the work the offensive line does on that play. They created a huge hole for the ball carrier, and he's a guy, if you get him in the second level, he can take it the distance. Nice job up front.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll line up to go for 2. Smith wants to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets him to the 41.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here, too.
said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Snagged out of the air. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Peoples.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's brought down a short return, and the defense